You are a dedicated runner. I get it. You've got a plan, you're logging the miles, and you know that getting faster isn't just about running, it's about getting stronger too, which is everything that I teach. And that's why on your rest day, you're not on the couch. You're in the gym, probably under a barbell or a kettlebell or a dumbbell. And you figure you're getting an edge, squeezing in that extra work while everyone else is taking it easy. After all, more work equals better results, right? We're of that generation. But what if I told you that extra gym session might be the very thing holding you back in your running? What if the weights you're lifting on your day off are actually increasing your risk of becoming a slower, more frustrated, and injury prone runner? It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's the truth that could completely change your training. For runners, the whole go hard or go home mentality can really backfire, and big time. It's a problem that I see all the time. Hey there, I'm Dr. Abby Seiler, a physical therapist and running coach who helps you, runners like you, over the age of 35 especially, stay injury-free and keep running for life. So the logic seems solid at first. We're surrounded by a culture that celebrates the grind. We see pro athletes in the gym for hours and think that's the secret sauce. If strength training makes you a more powerful and resilient runner, like I've told you, then any day you're not lifting feels like a wasted opportunity. You finish a few easy runs during the week, you feel fine. You're not crazy sore or exhausted. So why not hit the weights? It feels productive. It feels like you're doing everything you possibly can to chase down that new PR and prevent injury. And this thinking is super common in my patients, especially for runners who are really serious about their goals. You've seen the articles and the Instagram posts, strong glutes, a stable core, powerful legs, and I posted those as well. These are the keys to better form and fewer injuries. So you try to fit in 2 or 3 strength trainings a week, but your schedule is already jammed. The only open slot seems to be on your easy day, or more likely, your one true rest day. You're trading your downtime for what you think is a competitive advantage. The problem is your body doesn't see it that way. You're not actually adding a benefit, you're just creating a deep physiological conflict, and it's a battle your body is set up to lose. That loss, it shows up on your watch. So to get why this is such a bad idea, we have to talk about what a rest day is actually for. Your fitness gains don't happen when you're training. They happen when you're recovering from it. Both running and lifting weights cause microscopic tears in your muscle fibers, and that's a good thing. It's the stimulus for growth. But during rest, your body starts a complex repair job. It patches up these tears and your muscles heal back stronger than they were before. Now, think of that repair process as a construction crew. It's been called in to renovate a building. After a tough week of running, the site is prepped and the crew is ready to work. But when you go lift heavy on your rest day, you're basically sending a wrecking ball through the site while the crew is trying to build. You aren't adding to the structure, you're just causing more damage and interrupting the repairs before they can even make you stronger. You end up blunting your own gains, leaving your muscles in a constant state of breakdown. But it goes deeper than just your muscle. Let's talk about your hormones. Intense exercising, running, or lifting jacks up your body's main stress hormone, cortisol. In short bursts, that's fine. It helps you mobilize energy. But when you train day after day without real rest, your cortisol levels can get stuck on high. And this leads to all sorts of problems. It can mess with your immune system, so you get sick more often. It can completely wreck your sleep, which is critical for running and recovery. And it can even tell your body to start breaking down muscle for energy, the exact opposite of what you want by lifting. By lifting on your rest day, you're denying your body that chance to bring those hormones back to a healthy balance. And don't forget about your fuel. Your muscles run on glycogen, which is just stored carbs. Hard training drains those stores. A real rest day is your body's best chance to completely refuel the tank. When you do a tough lifting session, though, instead, you burn right through that glycogen, meaning you start your next run already running on low. It's why some runs feel impossible for no reason. Your body just doesn't have the gas it needs. Over time, this pile of stress from interrupted muscle repair, whacked out hormones, and low fuel creates the perfect storm for overtraining. And that isn't just feeling a little tired, it's a deep physical and mental exhaustion where your performance gets worse no matter how hard you try. It's a hole that can take weeks or even months to climb back out of. If any of this is starting to sound a little too familiar, if you've been dragging through your run, stuck on a plateau you just can't break, or if running is starting to feel a little more like a chore, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It lets me know that we're hitting on topics that actually help you. And leave a comment on topics that you think that you wanted me to cover to help benefit you on your running. Okay, so if lifting on rest days is a no-go, then what do? Does it mean you have to pick between being strong and being fast? No, you just have to be smarter with your schedule. The solution is simple but powerful. You keep your hard days hard and your easy days easy. First, let's treat a rest day with the respect it deserves. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a biological requirement for getting better. Every runner needs at least 1 day a week with no structured exercise. 0. For those of you logging big miles or doing a lot of intense workouts, 2 rest days might be even better. I know you're not going to like me for saying that, but it's true. This doesn't mean you have to melt into the couch, though. This is where active recovery is perfect. Things like a gentle walk, some restorative type yoga, or mobility work are great. They get your blood flowing to your muscles, which helps flush out the waste and ease soreness without adding any real stress. The key is to avoid activities that cause more muscle damage, like a heavy lifting session or a heavy rucking session or a really intense cardio walk session. So the big question, when should you lift? The best strategy is to stack your hard stuff together. Plan your strength training on the same days as your hard running workouts. So for example, if you have a speed workout on Tuesday and a long run on Saturday, those are your lift days. The ideal way to do it is to get your run done first. That's your priority. So you want fresh legs for it. Then a few hours later, after you've had a meal with some carbs and proteins, hit the gym for your strength session. And I know what you're thinking. Won't that make for a crazy hard day? Yeah, and that's the whole point. By packing your toughest workouts into 1 day, you send your body a really clear and powerful signal to adapt. Then the next day is a true recovery day, either total rest or a super easy run. This gives your body a chance to focus all its energy on repairing and rebuilding from that concentrated stress day. You stop sending your body mixed signals. You create a clear, predictable cycle of stress and rest, which is the foundation of any good training plan. So let's kind of sketch out what a good week could look like. Let's say your hard runs are on Tuesday with intervals and Saturday with a long run. So Monday, you're going to have an easy run. Tuesday, morning interval run, afternoon or evening strength session. Wednesday, complete rest or an active recovery day with some walking and stretching. Don't try to go over 10,000 steps here, though. I'm not trying to hit a super high step goal. Thursday, easy to moderate run. Friday, easy run or walk. Saturday, morning long run, afternoon or evening strength session, and then Sunday, complete rest or active recovery day. With this setup, the hard days are tough, no doubt, but they're followed by real recovery. Your body gets a full 48 to 72 hours between intense workouts to repair, refuel, and actually get stronger. You stop living in that gray area of being kind of tired all the time to start getting the most out of both your runs and your gym work. So that drive to work harder is what makes you a good runner. But the wisdom to truly rest is what will make you a great runner. The myth that you can cheat recovery by lifting on your rest days is one of the most common ways runners sabotage themselves and get injured. You're not getting an edge. You're just digging yourself into a hole of hormonal imbalance, muscle damage, and burnout. And as we get older, we're busy professionals. We're people going through hormonal changes as women, and we don't need to add to that by training improperly. So real progress comes from training smarter. It comes from respecting that fundamental cycle of stress and rest. Pair your hard runs with your strength work, guard your rest days like they're sacred, and use them to actually recover physically and mentally. When I plan my week, I schedule my rest days first. Get those in there and guard them. Keep them there, and then build your schedule around it. Give your body the time it needs to rebuild, refuel, and come back stronger. When you do this, you won't just sidestep injuries and burnout. You'll find a new level of performance you didn't think you had in you. You'll finally start seeing the payoff for all your hard work, not just in the gym, but where it counts, on the road and at the finish line. Hey, thanks for watching. If this video helped you rethink your training week, hit that subscribe button for more tips to help you become a smarter, faster, and healthier athlete. And drop me a comment below. What's the biggest recovery mistake you've ever made? Let's all learn from each other. Now, go schedule that rest day. You've definitely earned it. See you next time.